Hey guys, welcome back. I cannot wait to dive in and get going, but I'm going to mention something because several people have said about this is going to be so big and the population, and are you going to get up to like 1 million people or whatever? The problem I have is that my PC just won't deal with that. My PC just like kind of dies pretty much after 200,000 population. So I'm trying to replace my PC with something a lot beefier, but that's going to cost me about it's about 900 quid. It's just over 900 quid, which is about $1,400, something like that. So I am actually appealing for donations at the moment to try and make that happen. The reason that I mention it, guys, is because there is a sale on Amazon. It's their big Prime sale, which is like a Black Friday sale, and that's happening on Wednesday. So if you do have a couple of bucks, or a pound, or a I don't know, a sixpence, whatever, a shekel, I don't care. Then yeah, I would love you even more than I do now. And there's a PayPal link on my channel page. Right, I'm going to shut up about that because that's kind of less important than actually building. We are going to go down here to Richmond. Right now, I used to work in Richmond only for a short time, but obviously I've lived here for like quite a long time, so I know Richmond fairly well. And there are some very cool things. We're going to talk about Richmond, and we're going to talk about Kew. And let me bring up the map and show you Kew. Right. Well, first of all, we've got the old deer park over here, and then up here, this whole area up here is the Royal Botanical Gardens, better known as Kew Gardens. And Gula, who used to be a designer on SimCity, yes, I meant to say SimCity that time, he started making mods, right? A lot of you will know Gula, and he's got a great mod for this, so we're going to be using that. There are two main reasons I'm doing this. One is because I want to put the bus route in from Kingston, which runs like kind of through here and over to Richmond, because it'll help get people, more people onto our trains, and I just want to load up the trains. And the second reason is I want to put in the underground. Now, I was thinking about putting the Northern Line in, runs up here through Wimbledon, right, and goes up this way. But I've decided the first line that I'm going to put in is the District Line, which runs in from Richmond. Where are we? Here we are. Which runs in from Richmond through here, right? And it goes through some cool places that I really want to tell you about. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get on with it. Richmond. So why do I love Richmond so much? Well, it's because, frankly, I think it's one of the most beautiful areas of London. Like just by a long shot, you know. Now, we'll start down here. And first of all, the first thing to mention, right, is the Petersham. Right, now I've talked to you about the Petersham before, and I'm not going to kind of go on about it, but you've got this road that goes along here down to the river, and then you've got this road that goes up here, and this road that goes up here is called Star and Garter Hill. Right, so we're going to put in Star and Garter Hill, and it goes up here, and then Richmond Gate hooks up with it. So we're going to put this in up here, and this is a steep hill, let me tell you. Right, so we go up Star and Garter Hill, and then at the top of Star and Garter Hill there's the Star and Garter Home. Now this was a home for retired Air Force sailors and Army, but it's recently been sold because it's an old building, and the Star and Garter Homes charity decided that they couldn't upgrade it, so they've sold it off. They sold it off for like 54 million to developers. It's now been turned into properties, like apartments and stuff. Yeah, it doesn't like this slope here. Let's get rid of that. We'll kind of redo that in some way, shape, or form. Right. So I'm kind of looking at this because we've got to kind of adapt this a little bit. So this is going to kind of come across here, like this kind of thing, and then it's going to go down onto here, and it probably want to go a little bit further. Probably something like that will do for us. Cool. And then we've got this road that comes off here, which is a fairly major road. And that goes through... This is kind of going round the back. This is the town centre over here. And we'll talk a little bit about that, because one of the nicest places to spend a summer evening is in Richmond. And I'll show you pictures of it. It's like the closest thing I can say is it's like an Italian piazza, but kind of not. I'll show you in a sec. Let's get this road in first. So we want a road going kind of up here. Am I going to curve this? I think I'm going to curve this one, because there's too many straight roads. I don't like too many straight roads. And then now this does kind of go in two different directions, but I think we'll have our road going down there, and then there's another one which comes off back up here, and runs kind of... Oh, see, that's going to complain now. What about there? Would you come off there? Yeah, you come off there. Right, so yeah, kind of like that, and then kind of along here, and then kind of down here. And this is kind of important because we need to get some population going in Richmond. A, to use the trains, and B, to use the subways when we get the subways in, the London Underground. So many people are like, you guys really love your subways, don't you? Love the Underground. All right, so now, yeah, so that piazza. Now, where is it? It's now here is Richmond Bridge. Okay. Now there's let me bring the map up, because there's a bridge here, but there's also a bridge here, right? And I think this one is actually Richmond Bridge. I'd have to look at a map. I'm positive this is Richmond Bridge. I don't know what the hell this one's called. So so we need to put in like another bridge over here. Now you're probably thinking, oh, all these little roads and whatever. Richmond's like this. The roads are like pretty small. It's pretty tight and cramped. Let's put in a bridge across here. This is going to be Richmond Bridge, and I'm going to put it in with a small road. I think it's not a big bridge, Richmond Bridge. Let's just put that in like that for now. Cool. Right, so we've got Richmond Bridge in, and it's a stone bridge. I don't know. I might come back to this and do the whole stone bridge thing. I probably should. But anyway, because I wanted to talk to you about this and show you this. So in between these two bridges, there's an area, and I think it's about here. In fact, this is this coming down. Right, there's a road that comes down here to the river, and actually you can park down here. And I'll try and find a picture, and I'll put up a picture. I parked my car down here, as a lot of people do, and it drowned because this regularly floods. And I mean, like most days, this floods up to like waist high. I'll try and find a picture of some cars that have been flooded out. But there's this beautiful area with pavements, like gravel paths going up this like little hill. You can see. I'll put a picture of it. These wonderful paths, and like on a summer's evening, it's just packed with like young people and just hanging out, having a beer. There's some really nice bars around here. It is seriously, guys, if you're looking for a place to like have a beer and hang out on a summer's evening in London, go to Richmond. I mean, you just get on the tube, right? Hop on the tube, District Line to Richmond, short walk, and you're there. And I swear to God, you'll have a freaking awesome time. It's the most wonderful place. I love it. Right, enough yakking about that. So I've got these roads in, which is enough to put the bus route in, I think. Yeah, and then we come down here. Right. Now I do need to figure out how the hell I'm going to put this road in, which because the bus is going to cut down, because this is the lower Richmond road down here. This is the upper Richmond road up here, and we need to be able to cut down onto the lower Richmond road and come back along. So here. I'm going to put in a road that comes up here, and this is going to have to curve a little bit, I think. Ooh. Let's take snap off, see if we can get something a little bit better. Like this. Let's put this on. kind of like this, and then that's going to have to hook into there. Right. So this can just like hook up like this. Yeah, let's hook it up like that. There we go. Right, cool. And now, when we want to hook this up, so we want to page. Well, actually, we want to page down, don't we? So we'd want to. Let's page down like that, and then I'm going to come off this side. Will you? Will you? Oh, it will. You know, it will. Right, and then we can hook that up to that. There we go. Right, it's not 100% realistic, but hey, you know, it's just a case of getting these basic things in. Okay, so that's that. Anything else in Richmond that I want to tell you about? Well, there's Richmond Theatre. And Richmond Theatre is a pretty famous theatre, and you get lots and lots and lots of famous people doing plays at Richmond Theatre. It's like, you know, it's the kind of place that people like Ian McKellen and people like that, they do their plays at. It's kind of like one of the main sort of what the Americans would call off-Broadway, like theatres. So very very popular. A nice place as well. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to bother. I'll look up exactly where the theatre is, and we will put a building in for Richmond Theatre because it's cool. But I want to get on to Q, because I've been dying to use this damn thing for ages. I love this bloomin' model. Now, I only have one issue with this awesome bit. Having said that it's awesome, and it is awesome, there's no question. But I do have one issue with Gula's building, and that is, it's not a bloomin' ploppable. Like, why the hell has he made it a growable building instead of a ploppable building? Like, I really don't understand that. Like, anyway, whatever. I'm not going to get upset about it. So, right, where do we want to put these things in? And how am I going to get them to grow? Well, I've taken care of that, don't worry. Now, okay, so here's one of them, right? There's a couple more greenhouse buildings, but I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe we could kind of squeeze 3 of them in. So what we'd have to do, let's see. All right, so we'll put that one in there. We'll have a little road like that. Okay, and then I hope I'm keeping you intrigued with this, because it is kind of sort of coolish. And then this one's at an angle, this one. So we'll have this one like over here, like that, right? And then we'll have the last one. So we're going to put it slightly further back. So it's going to be along here, like kind of that. And then we want a road that comes down here. Okay, right, cool. Okay, so how on earth are we going to do this? Because if we just zone this in, like, now I actually want to zone just exactly what we want, which is a 4x4 square, like that, right? And this one's going to be like there, that's 4x4, and then this one 4x4, boom. Right, the problem is that, like, how on earth are we going to like make sure that we get the buildings that we want? Well, of course we're gonna clone them. Okay, so what I've done, I've zoned in some of the residential around here, and this is all residential along here. Let me show you. All along this road, this side of the road is all residential, and they're like beautiful Victorian houses. This is a really nice area. I mean, when you consider that you're right next to Kew Gardens, you can imagine this is very, very expensive area to live. But yeah, it's kind of like really beautiful. But we need this because we need the electricity, because this building is a growable. And look, there it is. Right, let's now. This one may be a little bit too far away for the electricity. I need to designate this as farming. What an idiot! So if I designate this area as Kew Gardens, here we go, like that. Cool. So this is Kew Gardens. In fact, I'm going to call it what it's properly called. It's the Royal Botanical Gardens. Royal Botanical Gardens. Boom. Okay. And then we make it a farming. There we go. Right. Now I can zip over here to Pearly, where I put in my I put in a little block of farming so I could get these models. And I'll show you, look, there's 4 different colour variations. There's this kind of horrible green one. I really don't like that. Then this greyish blue one, and then this one. This is the one I like the most, but you can, I wish he'd made these ploppables. I can't understand why he's implemented these as growables. It just makes no bloomin' sense to me. Because it's an awesome little model. And you want to be able to, with things like that, you want to be able to put them where you want them. And growable stuff just doesn't kind of work for me. But, like, whatever. Anyway, so let's hit T to clone that. Then we'll zip back over to Richmond. Zip, zip, zip. Over here. Where? Oh, a bit further. Here we go. Right. And now, let's see if they'll go in and stay. That one, like I said, I don't know if that'll stay. I'm pretty sure these 2 will. So, let's see. Let's see. Will they stay? Will they stay? Are you going to complain about electricity? Yeah, he's going to complain about electricity. He should be fine. He should be fine. That one's going to complain about electricity. I'm not sure what we can do about that. The only thing I could do is if I was to zone in like... Oh, I know what we can do. Oh, what the hell. We can put in a park, which is a bloomin' good idea. There. And boom, bingo. Yep, that's got electricity. All right, cool. Now, let's see how that looks. I'm not, like, 100% convinced, but I don't know. We might be able to live with that. Let's have a little look at the map. Let's bring this up. Yeah. Okay, so now that we've got the greenhouses in, and by the way, this is based on the greenhouse from a place called the Chiswick House, which is actually on Burlington Road in Chiswick. Now, where's Chiswick? Chiswick is actually very close by. This is Q, and then over here, oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the Chiswick House. So guess what? We'll when we come north of the river, we'll also put it in for the Chiswick House as well. So there you go. There you go. Right. So cool. Now we want to make this look kind of nice. Okay. So I've just cleared out all the trees from this area because I don't want to use these big trees. I don't think they'd look right in here. So we're gonna start off with a bit of a dusting of oak trees, I think. So let's have start with a bit of a dusting of these conifers are pretty big as well, but they do have a nice colour to them. So I'm gonna give it a try and just see what it looks like with these. So see, you just get with the darker colour. I think it's nice. So let's put some of these in. I might have a real dust with these. There we go. Right. Alrighty. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Come on, guys, pick up the garbage over here. All right, now having done that, so we've got that in. I'm gonna have to try and figure out some way of putting in that that like plaza thing down here. Oh! I didn't hook this up, and that needs to be hooked up. That's kind of important. That is. Can we hook it up though? That's the question. Well, we can only find out. Ah, it's going to say slope too steep. And just like hook this up more like this. Then would you do it? Aha! Then you will. There we go. Right. So we've got Richmond Gate. I'd love to put something in it for either the Petersham or the Star and Garter, and there's a building in here. Now, which building is this thing? Oh, it's the tax office. Oh, it won't blooming fit in. Oh, hang on. We could... Yeah. See, it needs to go there. Man. This road a little bit. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Because I want this in. I want something to represent the Petersham and the Star and Garter home. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's bring this down and we'll bring it a bit closer to the river. I think it's going to be nicer anyway. We've got a bit more room. So like that. That's more pleasing actually. I like that. I'm glad I did that. So, will you go in now? Yes. Oh, right. We can put that in there. And I know it's like kind of not really anything like it, but at least it's kind of got that red look to it. And like seriously, if you can find a better asset that I could use to represent the Petersham, let me know. But now at least, well, apart from these horrible water pumps, we've got you know, we've got the Petersham up on the hill overlooking the river. Let's go this side. Have a look. The view from the Petersham. See, we need lots of trees and stuff over there. Needs to be a lot more wooded over that area. Yeah. See, down here, there's some fields down here, and then it's over this... Well, there are some fields over here as well, but there's a lot more woods and stuff for that view. Right, what was I doing? Bus. Let's put in the 371 bus route. Oh, yeah. So, we need... now, I'm debating whether I put in a bus depot in Richmond. Do I put in the Richmond bus depot? Now, the Richmond bus depot is about sort of here-ish. Am I going to put it in? You know what? I'm going to put it in. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm going to put it in. Why the hell wouldn't I? Right, so the number 371 starts off in Kingston Town Centre, and we're going to have it starting off here in front of. Come on, oh, come on! Click to add a new line. Give it to me. Oh, there we go. Create a new line. Ah, there we go. And then we'll use the same stops because it does use the same stops until it gets up to here. Now this is Park Road going up here, and this goes up here, and then it goes up Park Road like this, and then now I'm going to get this route like as close as I can get it. It goes up here, and then yeah. I've got to work with the roads that I've got, unfortunately. So this isn't going to be like 100% accurate, but it's going to be fairly close. Then yeah, then it's going to come down. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna bring it up this way, and then it cuts down here into Ham. So let's have a stop. Let's have a stop there. Then we'll have a stop there, and then there. And as you can see, this is going to like pick up quite a lot of this area, and allow people to get to the trains. So we'll have a stop there. Then it comes up here. There is a stop here. There's a pub here. Then it comes up Star and Garter Hill. We'll put a stop in there. Then it goes off into this this estate here. So I think we'll do it like there, and then we'll bring it round here, and then I'm sure I'm getting this like not particularly accurate, but it's going to be close enough. And then it's going to come out here. We'll have a stop there. Then it comes into like the town centre and the bus depot and all that kind of stuff. So we'll bring it in here and round here, and then it goes like obviously back along the same route. So there and then back into the one-way system. Boom. And complete the line. Awesome sauce. Alright. So this is going to be the number 371 bus. And this is going to come from... We'll do it from Kingston Bus Depot. I need to name those other bus depots. And then we're going to use Route Masters. And we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We want at least 10, and I'm thinking probably more like 12 buses on that route. It's amazing how many buses you need. Right, let's kick this off, get this going. And you know what? Let's let it run for a little while and let the buses start going, and then I'll kind of show you what the impact is, and we'll maybe like, look there it goes, there it goes. There's the first one. Oh, is that? Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming around and coming back onto the route. So I want to see a 371 go up Park Road. Come on, which one's a 370? Are you a 371? Could be. Oh, there, yeah. You know what? Let's slow this down. So many of you've requested to like. Oh look, let's go into first person. And here you go. You're on the 371 going to Richmond. And we're going up Park Road. Are we going to do the whole thing? I don't know. Look, get out of the way. Good. Oh, that woman. What a crazy woman. Look at all the people. I'm going to have to spend some serious time on this to make this look like, to give it more of the Richmond feel. See, like, for example, you see these buildings, right? These are, like, probably the closest thing I've seen to the Victorian properties that you'd get along here. So, you know what? Let's... Unfortunately, they do have colour variations, so let's bang like a whole load of these along here. And again, I'm doing this from memory. So what I'll do, I'll put up a picture of this road, right? And we'll see. Like, does it actually look like this? It'll probably look absolutely nothing like it. But okay, so they're building now. So let's get rid of that, right? And then we'll kind of have a... Oh, get off. Went too low. We'll have a kind of a look down here. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit too modern and suburban. Like I said, they're Victorian houses. But I think it's probably the closest that we're going to get. Alrighty, guys. I need to get on and fill all this in. So, you know what? I'll see you for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Peace out.